So let's see what the rankings are. We have the top 6 in now. College football playoff rankings presented by AT&T 5G. Let's start at number 6. Ohio State moving in. You know, we had a discussion, Joey, yesterday that if you had complete chaos and a bunch of 2-loss teams, the Buckeyes maybe had a shot.
Yeah, it's interesting to me. And I thought that Baylor winning the Big 12, they might jump ahead of Ohio State, ahead of Ole Miss, ahead of Notre Dame. Apparently, that
At the end of the day, they just thought Ohio State was a better team.
that didn't happen.
It just makes you wonder what would have happened had they not lost to Oregon at the start of the year. Even with everything that just happened this weekend, but obviously that loss to Oregon, it stings a little bit worse the way the Ducks finished the season.
Yeah.
Rose Bowl.
Yeah.
Mr. Big Ten. There's no consolation, but Ohio State,
Utah. Can we go watch now?
Yeah.
I mean, that's a great game.
It'll be fun. Just ahead of the Buckeyes at number 5.
Yep.
Notre Dame. So the committee had Baylor, I thought, underranked at 9 going in, and even that last-second stand didn't put them into the top 6. They're still Big 12 champions, still going to the Sugar Bowl.
And no wins against teams that were ranked in the top 25 heading into this weekend. But if you've watched Notre Dame throughout the course of the year, they got a lot better in the second half of the season. Their last 6 games, they're winning 40-12. And they were doing it without their best player, maybe on the team, in safety Kyle Hamilton.
Tumultuous week. Brian Kelly leaves. A lot of talk on Tuesday night. Well, they're not the same team. Remember that little asterisk, coach is gone. To me, 4 or 5 days later, they're sitting there at 5. Marcus Freeman's in place. Tommy Rees, strength coach. Stability. That brand's gotten younger and it just almost feels like cooler. And we'll see how they respond to getting this opportunity at 5.
Number 4. Looking forward to seeing where the Irish go to a bowl game, by the way. Year 6 bowl. Who's number 4? The Bearcats of Cincinnati.
Oh, it's official.
And there it is.
I think, can you hear that celebration coming out of Cincinnati?
Nipper Stadium.
Show it or what? Let's go.
The skyline chili is suddenly a little sweeter. The sound you hear is this glass ceiling idea.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Being broken. There they are in Cincinnati.
Wait.
Having the watch party, having the banquet.
They want to see that. They want to see that name.
Earlier.
Number 4.
They're wanting to wait.
Hey, there it is.
History.
Skyline for everybody.
They're on the way to the Big 12 in the future, but right now they're the first Group of 5 team ever to make the college football playoff. 4th time in the CFP era. They're the only undefeated team. There's only one. And they are the 3rd one to make the playoff, the only one that did not UCF in 17.
But I'm confused. What about that narrative that the Group of 5 wasn't allowed to get?
Should start their own.
Yeah, I thought there was a lot of buzz out there that the committee would never put a Group of 5 in. That's weird.
Things change.
They must not have gotten that rule.
Maybe not.
Evidently not.
I think, see, that was the glass ceiling there.
Yeah.
It just got smashed.
Yes.
Right there. Win your games. They had to have a little bit. They even had some bad luck, because they had Indiana on the schedule, and Indiana was terrible. At the time,
Yes.
Indiana was a preseason top 15 team, and still the Bearcats, the only undefeated team. They are number 4. They will get whoever is number 1. But right now, number 3, this feels like the spot for Georgia, I would assume. And there they are.
Okay.
The Bulldogs had gone wire to wire at number 1, but then the loss to Alabama yesterday sends them there. And now they can be the team that's put upon, the team that's doubted, the team that has something
and
to
I
prove.
think Georgia
Game
becomes a
manager,
much
quarterback,
more
horrible
dangerous
defense.
team now.
Oh, yeah.
After losing a game and having a chance to finally go back to the drawing board and say, hey, we're not as great as we thought we were. Let's fix some things and be a better football
And at the
team.
same time, probably feeling a little bit disrespected. A lot of players in that locker room probably feel like they should have only dropped down 1 spot to number 2.
I thought
so
they
a
should have
lot
dropped
of
1 spot to
motivation
number
for the
2.
Georgia Bulldogs getting ready to face off what we think is Michigan, but we'll wait.
I don't think they need to be worried about where they dropped. They need to be worried about what happened to them when they got hit in the face with the front.
I'm not taking anything away from what Alabama did, but you wonder as those 2 teams took the field, one team's playing for their life, and that's Nick Saban, hearing about how they didn't have a chance. The other team knew if they lost, they're going to be at 2 or 3. I wonder if that played into the emotions of the game. I mean, Bama won the game. They outplayed them, but I don't know. They've been so dominant all year.
I want to hit you with one thing. Georgia's 15 to get in without a win over a top 15 team going in. The other 4, 3 of them won the national championship, and the other one played for the national championship.
There you go.
Here are the case for number 1 between Alabama and Michigan. We popped this up earlier. JP, where would you go? You're ranking them Alabama or Michigan?
I'm going Alabama 1. Just you score 41 points against that Georgia defense that we said was generational. You do it with the backup center and John Mechie out in the second half. To me, that was enough as a statement. I know they haven't been as consistently dominant throughout the course of the year, but to me, that puts Bama at 1. I've got Michigan State at 2.
I would say that Bama, based not just on that, just the fact that they beat Georgia, who's been clearly the dominant team, and the way they beat them. But I will say this, if Alabama ends up number 1, wouldn't you agree? Michigan is trending in a direction where they're playing their best football right now, and that win against Ohio State has created even more belief and more confidence. So wherever they end up, Michigan is a dangerous team in this group.
Josh Gaddis has been different with this offense this season. Past seasons, it was like, where's the creativity? It's 3 yards, cloud of dust, try to get it done. If they're the bigger, stronger team, they win. When they're not, they lose. They've been different offensively, and Cade McNamara is a different quarterback now, but I do expect Alabama to be number 1, but Michigan, impressive where they are now compared to where they were.
Okay, let's delay no longer. Who is number 1? We go to 1.
There it is.
Alabama is number 1, and that will put Michigan at number 2.
So you got your matchups.
Yep. Alabama, Cincinnati.
Rece, when do you decide who plays in
Georgia.
what bowl game? When do you guys decide? Alabama, they don't can you clarify?
Yeah,
Bama, do they choose, or does the committee choose for them?
They don't choose, but they get input. The athletic directors are called and asked, what is your preference? It doesn't guarantee that they're going to get that, but that's how it's done. There is Michigan getting together in the Wolverines Big Ten champions.
That was a big.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.